Today we're reading a book called Spot's Magical Christmas by Eric Hill. So, the holiday season. It's almost Christmas. But today we're reading a Christmas book. It's like an animal book, just like Jingle Paws that can eat red. But today we're reading Spot's Magical Christmas. So let's get started. First page. I got Spot. Here we start. It was Christmas Eve, and Spot was decorating the tree. It looked very pretty. He thought it would be perfect with a star on the top. I won't get Mom because she's busy wrapping presents. I'm sure I can reach if I stretch up. So look at Spot. He's too tiny to reach to the top of the very tippy top of the tree. Spot's mom, Sally, came in to see what crash was. Spot, I think you're getting too excited about Christmas. Why don't you go outside and help Dad collect some logs for the fire? All right, Mom, says Spot. I'll finish the tree later. Spot put on his hat and scarf and rushed off to see his dad. Don't forget to shut the door, Spot, called Sally quietly. But Spot had already closed the door with a nice loud bang, and didn't hear what she said. Spot thought Sam was looking logs into a basket. Hello, Spot. I thought you were decorating the tree. I was, Dad, but the decorations were getting too excited. Sam smiled. Ah, yes. They do that at this time of year. And then a strange voice said, Ahem, excuse me. Hello, Spot and Sam. Hello. Spot and Sam looked all around. At first they couldn't see anyone, but then they realized there was a head high above the fence. Have you by any chance seen a sleigh, a big red sleigh? A second head appeared over the fence. In fact, Santa's big red sleigh set the two heads together. He's going to meet tonight. Look at this. Look at the top. I'm gonna read it. Are you Santa's reindeer? Asked Spot. That's right, but we have lost Santa's sleigh. And if we don't find it, there won't be any present for anyone. But that's awful, said Spot. What are you going to do? Keep on looking, said the reindeer gloomily as they disappeared together into the woods. Spot was very upset. You could help by asking your friends if they've seen the sleigh, suggested Sam. I will try Helen first. Going to Helen's house. Maybe Helen's a hippo. Helen was in her kitchen making iced cookie. Hello, Helen, shouted Spot. Helen jumped, and the icing jumped. Helen, Santa's sleigh is lost, and I'm helping to look for it. Haven't you seen it? Is it big and red? Yes, it is. I thought it would be. No, I haven't seen it. But why don't you ask Tom? I'll come and help when I'm finished these. Okay, says Spot. I'll take one of these cookies with me. They're not ready, said Helen, but Spot had gone. Spot telling Helen. Tom was putting up paper chains when Spot suddenly rang the doorbell. Tom jumped and the paper chains jumped. and wound themselves all around him. Tom, have you seen Santa's sleigh? He's lost and he needs to deliver all the presents, but Tom hasn't seen Santa's sleigh either. Maybe Steve has seen it. You go and ask him and I'll help look in a little while. I think your decorations are getting too excited, Tom, said Spot. He said the same thing when his mom said the same thing. Steve, are you there? Called Spot, rattling the mailbox. Steve was wrapping up a beautiful new ball, which was his Christmas present for Spot. He jumped the ball. The ball jumped and bounced all around the room. Just a minute, shouted Steve, and finally managed to chase the ball into a cupboard. Come in, Spot. The door isn't locked. Spot explained about Santa's sleigh. I haven't seen a big red sleigh, said Steve, but I have seen a blue sled. Where? Here is my own blue sled. Let's take it out for a ride. We should be looking for Santa's sleigh. Well, all right. Maybe you can look and ride at the same time. Steve and Spot pushed the sled up to the top of a long hill and climbed on. Hold on tight, Spot. The sled started to pick up speed. Helen and Tom appeared at the bottom of the hill. Look out, Helen. Look out, Tom. No, Helen. Tom going up the hill. And then get these two, Spot and Steve going down the sleigh. The sled went hurtling down the hill and came to a sudden stop in a pile of soft snow. That was great, Steve. Let's do it again. We have been looking everywhere, but we can't find Santa's sleigh, said Helen. Have you seen it? Just a minute, said Steve. What's that among the trees? There's something red showing through the bushes. Great, you have found it, said Tom. But that's not Santa's sleigh, said Spot. No, it's my ball, said Tom. I lost it yesterday. What a luck. Can we go for a ride on the sleigh now? Asked Helen. Of course, said Steve. Don't be long. Keep looking for Santa's sleigh, said Spot. Helen and Tom pulled Steve's sled up the hill. Your sled is really great, said Spot. I wish I could have one like it. You should have put one on your list for Santa to bring, said Steve. It's too late, said Spot. Anyway, Santa won't be bringing anything this year if we don't find his sleigh. Helen and Tom came whizzing down. Whee! That was fun, said Helen. We didn't see Santa's sleigh, said Tom. Now we'll just have one more ride, said Steve. Let's go farther down the hill. Jump on you too, said Helen. We'll give you a push. Ready, set, go. Tom and Helen pushed the sled with all their might, and it shot off. But down the slope, faster and faster, and didn't stop until it was among the trees. Whoosh, said Spot. That was a long one. But Steve, look there. Steve turned to look. Helen, Tom, come see what Spot has found. We found a sleigh. It's very big, said Helen, and very red, said Tom. It really is Santa's sleigh, said Steve. Well, said Spot, now we have to find the reindeer. I'll go and tell Dad. It's time we all went home. Helen, said Helen, but your dad will know what to do. Good luck, Spot, they shouted as they ran off. Sam was just finishing loading the log. We found the sleigh that is in the wood. Good for you, Spot. But how can I find a reindeer to tell them follow the footprints? Of course. He followed me. 2 sets of footprints led clearly away the snow. This is easy, said Spot. He put his head down and followed the track as fast as he could, and out of the trees and around in a circle until he was quite dizzy. Then suddenly, bump! He stumbled right into a very long leg. I'm sorry, I'm looking for you. I think you have found us, said the reindeer, and I found your sleigh as well. That's wonderful. Jump on and show us the way. This is even more fun than the sled, said Spot. If you think this is fun, said the reindeer, you should try the sleigh. Would you like to? Oh, yes, said Spot. Look, we're passing my house now. Let me ask Dad. Sam was doubtful at first. It's getting very late, said Spot. We won't be gone long, said the first deer. No time at all, really. The second deer. All right, Spot, this is Christmas, said Sam, but you must come back before it gets dark. Thanks, Dad. The reindeer were delighted to find there wasn't a scratch on the sleigh. And you get Spot, and let's go. The sleigh gathered speed as it came out the wood and skimmed over the ground. Spot saw his house with the Christmas tree in the window. Suddenly, they were high in the sky. Spot's house looked like a tiny little toy. He could see Tom's and Helen's and Steve's houses, and the whole countryside spread out far below. The sky darkened and the lights went on all over the village. Then he looked up. Oh, the stars. He liked stars, said the first deer. Then the stars it is, said the other deer. The sleigh flew into the sky in a huge loop, and the stars fell sparkling in a great trail around them. Mountains ahead, called the reindeer. That's funny, said Spot. There's no mountain around here. Sure enough, high snow-capped mountain lay ahead of them. The sleigh seemed to slow down and fly along a valley among the mountains. At the end of the valley, the sleigh flew right into the cave, the side of the mountain. Spot gasped in amazement. He had never seen so much bustle and activity. Why, Santa's? Why? It's Santa's workshop, he said. And at that moment, Santa himself appeared from an opening in the rock wall and waved to Spot. Spot hardly believed his eye. Now's time we took you home, said Reindeer. We have a busy night ahead. The sleigh left the cave in the mountains and flew back through the stars down to Spot's village, and finally landed beside Spot's house. Oh, thank you, said Spot. That was like magic. Well, Christmas is magical, said the reindeer. Spot looked up at the sky. It was still daylight, and he couldn't see the stars. When he turned around, the reindeer and sleigh had disappeared. Sam was still standing by the pile of logs, exactly where Spot had left him. Hello, Spot. I thought you were going for a ride. Yes, I have been, Dad. It was wonderful. It didn't take long, said Sam. No time at all, really, said Spot. Spot went indoors and told his mom all about this exciting adventure. She pulled a large Christmas stocking out of a drawer. I think you'll need to hang this up, Spot. Santa will be here soon. Spot looked out the window, and now it was dark. Yes, I know, Mom. And just from high above the stars, he saw two rangers and Santa in a big red sleigh. And that's the end. And look, and in the morning there was one very special extra present waiting for Spot. To Spot from, the reindeer. Well, this is the end of the story. I wish you enjoyed it. Sorry it's a bit long. I hope you like and subscribe to my channel. And see you next time. Bye. And also have a wonderful Christmas.